First and foremost, we like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yeah. Bye.
Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Raquah, Quadash.
Gosh.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Ruel, and salutations to your Akim out there pushing the truth and sincerity, and use your body as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures say. And to you few sisters, Shalom, that listen in silence, as the scriptures say. I'm Korah,
Elkanah.
I'm children of light with a lesson, and we're gonna get
And the light always on.
and we're gonna do a quick overview. Well, not quick, but we're gonna do an overview of the movie Leave the World Behind. Oh, Salaki on that.
Okay, there you go. God.
Oh, hold on. Let me stop sharing real quick. Okay, Con.
Yeah. Yeah. You wanted to start right there with the white
Oh, Con, my bad. Share screen.
Yeah, because you Octans and Aquas, y'all watch it. Everybody buzzing about it. Everybody watching it, and word of mouth is getting around quick, and more are tuning in and breaking it down, deciphering it. Notatar did a hell of a job. My man Back to Africa did a good one too, and you got Esau coming to the shores of North Central South America, and that's how he came. So he's symbolic, with his red and black colors, occultist colors. But he also gave you a little history so it won't be a mystery on what the fuck is going on. And there wasn't no good way that the ship came rolling in. So, when you go to the name, it speaks for itself. For those of y'all who don't know.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 68, 28 chapter 68 verse. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way of I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Your homeland, Jerusalem.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
God, meaning redeemed. So here go your history starting all over again of the transatlantic slave trade, or when Esau came upon the shores of America and took the natives up into Spain and France and England and started the transportation of the Southern Kingdom. But we'll let a little bit of the name speak for itself.
It says, the White Lion was an English privateer operating under a Dutch letter of marque.
Right. Because who was the Dutch Indies Company? The Zionist Jews own that. They ran those markets because your maritime sea law is being implemented and applied, and they control all transportation, whether it's goods, human cargo. They was a part of.
The White Lion was an English privateer operating under a Dutch letter of marque, which brought the first Africans, Israelites, to the English colony of Virginia in 1619.
And that's why the Akim read the Deuteronomy starting right off to remind you of how you even got here to these shores of America, which is also in Joel 3, 1 and 8, because payback is the bitch. And when you're watching the movie and they were showing the static of everything being off, when it did come back, which you will see the only the numbers 16, 19.
A year before the arrival of the Mayflower in New England. Though the African Israelites, they were Israelites, captives were sold as indentured servants.
Okay.
Indentured servant is a form of labor in which a person is contracted to work without salary for a specific number of years. The contract, called an indenture, may be entered voluntarily for purported eventual compensation or debt repayment, or it may be imposed. The event is regarded as the start of African, which are the Israelites, slavery in the colonial history of the United States.
Okay. So there we go, right there in your face. So Esau is sending you the message that as he remembered the wealth that he made off of the Israelites, and as he going through his occultist ways to end this beautiful setup that he set up in 1619. Because remember, everything got a beginning and an end, and the end is being manifested. So, I got one real quick. The scripture's popping in my head like do 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 do. I'm trying to get Joel 3, and it's like not yet. So yeah, and us Israelites, we go on the highways and byways and show the prophecies, but we also show recompense. And a lot of you Israelites, y'all get mad that we showed that your slave master, he going in. So I'm gonna start with Zechariah 11:5, whose possessors slay them, and they still possess us to this day. And they have made these horrendous laws, like Jeff Ford. I mean, what's his name? From Minnesota. Let me forgetting their name. George something. Who got the foot on his neck by the Edomite?
Oh, George
Floyd.
George Floyd. There we go.
Yeah, kind. And how he was done in the open for everybody to see, the open lynchings that has been going on throughout the years. It's like it never went nowhere. We even did the lesson of the Jakes, who the Edomites, the petty rollers. See that, aka your police officer, who was set up after these times to keep America paving this way and keeping the slaves in check. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherd pity them not." Because you got guys like Cornel West and so forth. They don't want this to come out. All this symbolic messages that coming out.
And I like how you said how they finna get ready and destroy this beautiful setup, because that go back to the Albert Pike letter to Mazzini.
Kind,
You know,
yeah. Because all the occultists is setting themselves back in array to actually implode this self from the inside out. And we know they speak openly to the people. That's how they always have done it. So this movie is a nice little benchmark on where they at with the occultist agenda.
and you can't get it because you ain't in the know.
God,
Most of the people is in gross darkness. You know,
yeah, because the first thing you got to know is who you are as an Israelite, and then you'll understand because y'all playing rich versus poor, 1% versus the middle class. No, this is about Esau and Jacob.
yeah. Revelation 20 said he was gonna be loose a little season to deceive the nations, and he did a hell of a job at that. This is Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. You know, and the darkness is the confusion. You not knowing who you are. You know, you not knowing what's going on. Ignorance. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
Right. And what's that glory? The first is the wisdom and knowledge and understanding on what we see today, and what the chariots.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's the wisdom and knowledge. But this Joel 3:1, um, for behold, in those days and at the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which means valley of judgment, and the Akim spoke about it early, the Muzini Pike Plan. It said, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And that's what you see with this remembrance of the elites showing us that boat and that name. It said, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And when you go into more of the Wikipedia of the White Lion, it tell you, and I can just read the indentured servitude that was being dished out on the boat. Man, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Because you Africans and you Arabs, y'all got something to do with it too. Psalms 83 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how y'all sit at the UN today, still making sure that we don't know that we are the children of Israel. And you set up all these churches under the witchcraft. So, will you render me a recompense? And they did give Yahushua a recompense, us, and what they have done. And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. And what is that? Slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have taken my silver and my gold. See that? So they stripped us bare from our natural resources and what Yahushua considered money, and have carried into your temples my godly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, you Edomites, you white folks, that ye might remove them far from their border. We way over here on the west, north, central, South America now. Let's say, and I will, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And see, that's where the occultists come back in, because they're going to make it happen. They setting the stage up. It said, behold, no, I'm sorry, 8, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken it. See that? And that's what's coming down the pipeline.
And that lines up with the Isaiah 14 and 2, where it say, the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for service and handmaids.
Time.
They shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Woo! See that? And we got a lot of sellout jakes, which we spoke about Cornel West, and the list go on and on and on. And all you entertainers and distractors out there. This Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So no matter how much Jake blocked for you, Esau, you is going. It don't matter.
God, your covenant with death will be disannulled.
I got one more. Psalms 75 and 6. This Psalm 75 and 6. For promotion coming neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. Because anytime you want to cut in, but God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
God, he set up one rulership and he put it down, and then he sets up another. And this rulership that's coming down is the end of worlds, which is the end of a age,
Kind,
the end of a eon, which is the end of Esau's rule, and he's gonna set up Jacob rule, but it's really Yahweh kingdom, his rule.
kind. It said, for in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same.
Right, that's that slavery. That's that cup we sipped out of, that was right in slavery, and it's gonna return back on you.
Something about that. But the dreads there hold on, let me because they tripping.
Even the dogs know you going into slavery. They letting you know. Even the dogs in the background prophesying, crying aloud, because that's the perfect recompense. That's real reparations.
Yeah.
Because even the dogs in the background prophesying.
Yeah. I said, dang. Uh, Psalm 75:7. But God is a judge. He putteth down one and set up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Mm-hmm.
It's did I tell I'm taking? No, that's it. No, I'm sorry. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the God of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horn of the righteous shall be exalted.
Right. All the power of the wicked is gonna be cut off, but the power of the righteous is gonna be exalted, man.
Let me get this dude.
Because Yahweh Shah kingdom is gonna be an everlasting kingdom.
And just like the elites was used through Adam Weishaupt in 1776 to set this place up, and then then you had his counterparts, which all was noble family people, from Christopher Cologne all the way down to what's his name? Shit, some Cortez,
Cortez,
yeah, Hernandez or whoever, Spanish guys.
yeah, the conquistadors,
Yeah, yeah,
conquistadors.
yeah. So in that movie, which I did want to give, no, that's all. In the movie, they bring that out on how this whole thing is actually set up by them, and who know it. The Esau them didn't know what was going on. You notice that the Esau man, he didn't have a clue what was going on.
Right. He
His
said,
wife,
I'm worthless. He said in the
con,
movie itself, he said, hey, outside of using technology, I don't know how to do shit, and I don't know nothing.
con.
And it
So that
proves you
goes
the
to show.
base man.
I didn't even think about that. Damn. Yeah. So that goes to show you a changing of places, because Jake set up to understand, these things and spiritual, and Esau don't have a clue what's going on. So as Jake sitting there with the Edomite wife, he started to break it down to her, but then at the end he tell the Edomite. So due to copyright infringement, even though we got the Fair Act speech, sex, but that ain't got nothing to do with no video, so I ain't gonna even quote it. I'm gonna let you hear it, but you just can't see it. But you got to watch it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why I came here involves something that happened to me a few years back.
I don't know if you can hear it, cuz.
One of my clients invited me and my
I hear
wife
it.
to an event. My client, well, I don't want to say his name, but you recognize it though. Is he a celebrity? No, nothing like that. But in the business world, he's one of the biggest out there. Deals mostly in defense contracting. We're talking hush hush, top secret money from the Pentagon. Perhaps the most powerful person I've ever had to deal with. Anyway, we're at this soiree at his house. It's getting late for my wife. She wants to go. Me and I are just having a blast.
Right, the black woman don't know what's going on.
After a few more glares, my wife agrees to take a cab and I come home after. Mm-hmm. I bet she was real happy about that. Mm-hmm. So we're having a few more drinks, getting really sauced. At one point, I don't think he could stand, and I was pretty wobbly myself. I wouldn't know anything about that, sir. So he takes me to his study, smoke a few cigars, and we're sort of flying high, laughing at almost everything. Eventually he starts in how much he likes me and how he wishes he could invite me on this trip he's about to go on. What kind of trip? Where's he going? That's exactly what I asked. And he turns to me, serious face. He says, "Oh, you know, just my annual meeting with the rest of the evil cabal that runs the world." He was the kind of guy that was always known for jokes like that. Again, if I told you his name, you would understand. I just have to take your word for it. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to pop up on one. And yesterday before the symphony, my friend calls me up. No scheduled appointment like he usually does, just calls me out of the blue. And wants me to move around some of his money. And we're talking some big numbers even for him. And as we're getting off the phone, I ask him to grab a drink. He tells me he's going away for a while. I joke back to him, "Well, yeah, he hanging with your evil cabal this weekend. Thought that was only during the winter solstice." Then he doesn't laugh. Then he always laughs, even with bad jokes. All he said was, "Take care of yourself." Almost as if he felt sorry for me. Ever since I haven't been able to get it out of my head.
So,
Are you thinking that your friend is somehow behind what's happening here? Nothing like that. The conspiracy theory about a shot we people in the world is far too lazy of an explanation. Especially when the truth is much scarier. What is the truth? No one is in control. No one is pulling the strings. Sure, there are those like my friend who might have the right kind of access to the right kind of information. But when events like this happen in the world, the best thing and the most powerful people can hope for is a heads up.
That's it.
yeah, so that's it. That was a good conversation he had with her. He said the best thing that you can get out of this whole situation is, one, no one is in control, and because it's an agenda, that's an old agenda that go back hundreds of years ago, that comes straight out of the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is being ran by Yahweh Shah on the left hand side, who he's using these Edomites and they secret cabal and all they witchcraft, magic, and sorcery to end Esau's world with power structure. Or you want me to run the second one?
Yeah, because ultimately, man's going is of the Lord. You know?
Yeah. Hey, there it goes. So all that free will, forget about it. What is one at? My bad. I'm like, damn, he already don't want to let me get in. Oh, there it go.
I need to know that you're on the level.
Now he gonna reason with the Edomite male.
No matter how far this thing goes, I need to know that we're good. Because if what just happened here is happening everywhere, we need to get to that bunker Danny told us about it. We need to get there now. What are you talking about? Man, of course we're on this part. He knows something. Sneaking suspicion, but I want more information first. All the signs were there, sure, but I didn't want to scare anyone. You call me crazy because it is crazy. It would have made more sense if we were on the brink of an all-out invasion like this. I didn't think we'd actually let something like this happen. I thought we were smarter than that. So what happened?
He got faith in Esau's system.
Because my primary client works in the defense sector, I spent a lot of time studying the cost-benefit analysis of military campaigns. There was one program in particular that terrified my client the most. A simple three-stage maneuver that could topple a country's government from within. The first stage was isolation. Disable their communication and transportation. Make the target as deaf, dumb, and paralyzed as possible, setting them up for the second stage. Synchronized chaos. Terrorize them with covert attacks and misinformation. Overwhelming their defense capabilities, leaving their weapon systems vulnerable to extremists in their own military. Without a clear enemy and motive, people will start turning on each other. Done successfully, the third stage will happen on its own. What's the third stage? Coup d'etat. Civil war.
And that's that problem, reaction, solution.
Con.
They
There we
create a
go.
problem, people react, and they already got a solution.
There
And
we go.
then notice he said the Civil War, and that's Second Ezra, the 15th chapter.
Yeah, and we in that due to the Muzini pipe plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening right now in Israel. But see, you Israelites, y'all over here trying to play basketball. Y'all trying to stay entertained. See that? And y'all moving forward with the folly. But I got one, Isaiah 30:1. Woe to rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that covering with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. See, y'all too busy trying to be Andrew Tate. Y'all trying to passport bros. Y'all trying to do leisure time. Y'all trying to get rich. Y'all trying to figure out, like you had, you see, I put the one with Cameron on there. And you know, they all about getting this bag. You notice that's all he was talking about is how he got all these connects and he getting this bag because it's a new way of making money outside of rapping, which is this internet and Esau paying people off to promote themselves into, you know, his agendas. It said they'll walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what that Jake was exhibiting on how could we let this happen? I thought we were smarter than this. It said, therefore, show the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. Because that's why you heard what Jake said. We got to get to that bunker. Because if this happening here, it's happening everywhere. So,
and y'all I got that letter to Mazzini pulled up.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, because that's what time we in. That's why you seeing Israel and who was that? Hamas and the Houthis and fucking Iran, and that's your Joel 3 right there, which I stopped right before it got to proclaim these among the Gentiles.
And this letter was written 1871. Said the third war must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agenter of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world.
And we seeing that now today, and they got it over here as what they call it, euphobia, Zionist euphobia, or whatever.
Hate speech.
Yeah, they just passed that bill. You got Biden last year with the defamation league. So come on, y'all.
And he was already on it because he passed the bill last year, and then look what happened this year.
And now you go ahead, my bad.
You can't tell me he that sharp and a nigga falling downstairs trying to get on the plane.
Right, can barely speak, can barely turn around. But you see the agent provocatorians that's even among our ranks is setting up the scene, like getting ran over by cars. Then you got another group, a bomb, a lady try to run into them. No, that's to draw attention. Mm-hmm. Then you got in New York, you got the guy run into the place, and him and his wife shoot some of the Zionists. And then you have Sakari them with sticks at the camp. Now, come on, y'all.
The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arab world, and the political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, like you see at the UN with the ceasefire and then it's vetoed,
Hmm.
will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion.
Ooh, so your price is gonna go up more and more and more.
Nah, they saying that the inflation and stuff supposed to go down next year.
Yeah, that's that folk tongue, that double speech. Because they already creating a boogeyman on why it's not, but they did the best they can for you to vote and get these political puppets in.
Huh.
You got some more? I know you want me to.
Nah, that's it on that. I'm gonna jump down here though. This then everywhere the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilization and the multitude disillusioned with Christianity who dissect spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. That's all I had on that. I
Okay.
thought it was gonna go into like the race wars and stuff.
Yeah. Shit, the Civil War gonna start.
Gone.
Because the Civil War. Because in the movie, you notice Jake out there trying to play help, which his daughter was on point. Um, I'm trying to figure out, should I run his daughter, what she said first, then what ended up happening? Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the
That's it.
photo.
Okay, come. Yeah, here it is right here. I'm gonna show you what his daughter said first, and then this scene right here, we're gonna actually hear this scene get played out because we can't play it.
This shit goes down. Don't trust these people that are in our house. We already know the wife has no chill. That boy was sneaking pictures of me by the pool. That little girl keeps staring into the woods like Donnie Darko, and I'm pretty sure the husband wants to fuck me. How do you know that? He's not actually gonna do anything. He's not that guy, but did he want to? Absolutely. My point remains, I don't trust them.
Never trust thy enemy.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to you if that's what you're asking. I'm asking for you to remember that if the world falls apart, trust should not be dulled out easily to anyone, especially white people. Even Mom would agree with me on that.
See that? As soft as the and indoctrinated the black woman was, she even knew to even tell her pops, like, look, even feminine vibration understand not to trust these people.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. So the scene we witnessing right here, which the elites are setting up in your real life reality now, which comes out of the scriptures, Second Ezra 15, and because I'm gonna cut to the point, 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Mm-hmm. That's your race wars.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
There go your purge.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And you saw with the Teslas, how the Teslas all crashed up and shit. And they couldn't get down that road because that road was blocked. You know, they was trying to get to the city, but they couldn't get to the city.
Yeah, just like all these riots we have witnessed over the last 3-4 years of all this race tension, and from Portland to Kenosha, Wisconsin to Illinois, that people have filmed uh, agents or whatever you want to call them setting up bricks, setting up things for people to do.
Right. The guy said he pulled up and it was already bricks there. And then remember when I forgot exactly what happened, but it was some shit that went on downtown Chicago. They was looting all the stores and shit. And what they do, they lift the bridges up on their ass. You couldn't even get downtown.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid.
Because look, in the movie, when they looked off at the city towards the end, all you seeing is bombs falling on that motherfucker, exploding. You hear people screaming, gunshots going on in the middle of the streets.
Like,
It's
a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's why the Edomite with the shotgun told his ass, he said, the Jake said, I thought we was friends. The Edomite told his ass, man, that was the old world. We're in a new world. Things change.
And because the Akim said that, we finna go on roll that so y'all can get a real reality check of these scriptures coming to life. You're getting it on the right hand and the left today.
That's some rich asshole talk. Doomsday bummer. Come on, Danny, you can't desert us like this. Have you been picking up on what's going on out there, George? We've all been deserted.
I see. They kept cutting the scene back and forward. And oh yeah, that's cool. Which because I'm only pausing it because I'm starting to understand how when the little girl was there and them deers was approaching her, you notice the buck, and as that's happening, her father having this standoff with the Edomite.
Oh yeah, that's perfect because the buck symbolizes that it's time to hunt, it's time to kill. Let me see if I could pull it up. Let me see, stop the share. Yeah, that's perfect. You said that.
Yeah, because I'm watching it and I'm like, oh. That's why I kept cutting back and forward, back and forward.
And that's basically what the Jake was telling the Edomite when they got back in the car. Hey, you with me? Shit, it's time to get down and lay down. Shit, dude got resources. We need to get it. And this from Learning Religions. It say Mabon is the season in which the harvest is being gathered. It's also known the time in which the hunt often begins.
Start starring you people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of. So, and then on the front of the movie, the first thing they got in red and black, they got the stag up there. They got the deer.
Because it's time to hunt. That's the elites witch talk to each other. The secret talk.
Mm-hmm. Those in the know. Kind of. The circle inside the circle.
Okay, I'm gonna play this.
Respect. I would like all of you my property. Now. You're not going anywhere till you give us what we need. chance. Don't put the goddamn door. We'll find another way in the house. There is no other way. Besides, he's not going to shoot us. Sounds like he's going to shoot us. I'm telling you what the fuck I am.
And it's
And
no
it showed
coincidence. It's no coincidence that the director kept the flag in this scene right here.
Con, the Patriot. Damn, I didn't see that.
If you get back in your vehicle and drive right now, drive in what? All the roads are blocked. We're in the middle of God knows where. There's no one else around. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do right now. I can barely do anything without my cell phone and my GPS. I am a useless man.
And that's most of you people. You can't do
Because
nothing
anytime
outside.
you talk, I'm gonna turn it off.
Oh, and that's most of you people. You can't do anything outside of your cell phone. You don't know which way is north. You don't know where the sun rises, where the sun sets. You can't tell the time by the moon. If it's 14 days in a month, you know, you don't know how to track. You don't know how to hunt. You know, you don't know which herbs. You don't know which herbs are good. Which herbs heal you. You don't know how to purify the water. You don't know how to do none of that.
Man. That's why Isaiah 30:3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So I'll get ready for that.
And my daughter is missing. And I don't know what to do. But you are very prepared. Fuck yeah, I am. That's right. That's why we came to you, because you're the only one who can help my son. Not my problem. No, you're right. It's not. But it's like you said. Hey, what would you do if it was your family? That's what I'm doing. It's the only thing I can do. I am begging you. Please. Please help my son.
And that's how the elites want y'all. They want y'all so docile that when they come with the pain, y'all gonna cower down and beg and plead for this to stop and to do anything they say. They said, "Yo, that's a good setup, boy.
You gonna be willing to go take the M to the A to the R to the K.
Yes,
willing to kneel down, kneel before Zod.
No, there is. So, man, Second Ezra 15:18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Behold, said God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, which are rising from the sun, from the south, from the east, from Lebanon's, to turn themselves one against another to repay the things that they have done to them. And it's talking about the Israelite, the elect.
And that Lebanon's, I think that go back to the Lebanon's mountain, which means government, you know. So it's basically saying all the governments.
So as all this is being prepared and prepped right in front of y'all, we're gonna start showing, because I don't think I had nothing else. Oh well, I had a still frame of me. And they showed the house.
But nope, that's the red shield.
Oh,
It's got an American name.
Because at the end of the day, he said we have to get to that bunker. Once all else he knew, the Hilton's house. I got to get to that bunker where the little girl was.
With the red shield and the red coordinate.
Yeah, I can show that too.
I'll see the red.
They're gonna go through the house.
Go back to Crimson, Red, Criminal. But nope, that's the red shield.
I don't think I got it. Nope, I ain't even get it. I just got the front door.
They'll see it. They watch it.
Yeah, con. You watch and that's letting you know the be all end all that's establishing and setting this up, which is the elites.
Yep, con. And that was a clear indication.
So I got Micah. Because see, now we finna start to expose his hierarchy witches and warlocks. So this Micah 5 and 12, and I will cut off witchcraft out of thou hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. And that's why he said no one's in control.
Con.
He said the most highest one of them, the only thing they can get is a heads up. Thou graven images also will I cut off, and the standing images out of the midst of thee, and thou shalt no more worship the works of thou hands, because they setting up all these agendas. And I will pluck up the groves, see that? So there go your churches, out of the midst of thee, so will I destroy thou cities. And I will execute vengeance and anger and fury upon the heathens, such as they have not heard.
Because all through the movie, it was symbolic witchcraft and occult symbols. When the little boy had on the Obey shirt, his sister had on a NASA t-shirt, you know, and he ended up most affected by that damn microwave weapon. That's why the father ended up in the standoff, because the boy needed help badly. So that showed a witchcraft being cut off.
And that's what the Akim was talking about. The reason why when they mom, and that was after the microwave weapon was used on them, that I took a steel frame of this and look what they have on there, which is Aleister Crowley and your NASA, which they plan on doing what? The Star Wars program, fight Yahweh Shah and Michael the Archangel. Everything is already set up. So the Akim gonna show y'all a little bit more of who that guy was.
Yeah, kind. Pull out the Wikipedia on him.
Yeah, kind of. However you want to do it. Yeah, I'll put this back up there on there.
I got my screens all jacked up. Okay, there you go. It says Aleister Crowley. Take forever to load.
Yeah,
okay. He was born Edward Alexander Crowley. He was an English occultist, philosopher, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. He founded the religion of Thelma, identified himself as the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the Aeon of Horus. In the earlier 20th century, a prolific writer, he published widely over the course of his life.
Yeah, morals and dogma, and he have made many books. And that's why you even see the Golden Dawn. That's why you see Taylor Swift them. They always got like that the leopard print on. That goes back to Aleister Crowley.
And what's the nigga name? Tyler the Creator. He stay wearing Aleister Crowley shirts and shit like that.
Just like Kanye had it on too, called "Do What Thou Will." And matter of fact, he the one that seen the picture of the so-called alien at the pyramid that he's supposed to met. That's why they always showing us this big-headed alien, which is nothing but a demon, but they portrayed it as an alien.
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah,
And he worked with Winston Churchill
Khan.
during the Second World War.
Yeah, Khan, the president of London, because what was he doing? Uh, writing the different phrases to get the people to fight against Germany and so forth, as they was being firebombed and all that. See, because they destroyed their own societies to bring in a new society. So as Britain was being bombed by the elites, Aleister Crowley was he was the magician behind them working his magic, having it done. And today he's still being referenced, and that's why we're bringing it out. Because they witchcraft is being cut out. They can't hide themselves no more. Got one more. I got Isaiah 47:9. It said, "These two things shall come to thee in a moment, in a day, the loss of children." And you heard what the man said. My daughter is missing. I don't know where she at. My son is sick. And widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorcery, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. See that? And we see y'all. We pointing it out. Thou wisdom and thou knowledge, it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come unto thee, thou shalt not know from whence it arises, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorcery. A lot of people gonna get caught up in it, especially those of y'all who have been partaker openly and secretly with these societies. I think the Akim said it earlier. You made a covenant with death, and that's why they heads up that they got, like Kim Kardashian, is they relying on what them bunkers that they got at their house.
Mm-hmm. Them what they call the dome?
Yeah,
underground bunkers.
Yeah. Stand now with thou enchantments and with thou multitude of thou sorcery, wherein thou hast labored from thou youth since the beginning of America. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mightest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thou in thou counsels. Let the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. I'm gonna cut it there, because after that it's on number fire coming.
And the Lord gonna cause them to be what do you say? Um shall send them strong delusions, you know.
So yeah, because what's that? Amos 9:1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the linen of the door, which that's America, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away. Now see, y'all think y'all got the plan set up, because y'all think y'all in the know. Shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, and that's what the Aki was talking about, them dung underground bunkers that Kim Kardashian, and you and all of you preppers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Though they dig into hell, thus shall my hand take them.
Right.
Though
That's
they
the elect. The elect coming to get you.
God,
Cause
uh,
guess what? To what is it? Was it Psalms 138? The bind their kings up in chains?
yeah, Con. That was my next one. You want me to get it?
Con.
Since I'm already there. Yeah, here it is. This Psalms 148 and damn, where is that? Oh, I'm sorry. Psalms 149 and I'll just cut to the point. Psalms 149 and 5. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let
The
the saints
elect.
be joyful. Yeah. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their bed. Let the high praise of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand to
Yep.
execute vengeance. You got it?
No, yeah, I'm good. You go ahead, cuz.
Okay. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people. To bind their kings with chains.
Yeah, they going into slavery. The elite of the nations, especially the Edomites, starting with the Edomites. They
Yeah.
kings, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, all of them.
To
Again,
bind their kings. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, cuz my bad.
Okay. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron.
Slavery.
And the brother on the movie, he was dealing with one of their nobles to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
He was dealing with one of the nobles. The guy that what do you say? Where you off to? The something about the Kabbalah. He said you gonna when he was trying to move his money.
Yeah, Khan. He's part of a secret cabal,
Khan.
and he openly joked about it.
He said this time the guy didn't laugh because he was
Yeah,
dead
Khan.
ass serious. He needed his money, all his security and shit. Because
Khan.
he got some information from somebody within the circle that shit was about to hit the fan.
Khan. Yeah, and you can see how Jake said it. The way he even was talking to the Jake, he even felt bad for him, but he couldn't even tell him nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what's this? Amos 8 and 2. Though they dig into hell, thus shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thus will I bring them down.
Right. You take your ass to that space station, your ass coming right back down. Look, ain't no mountain high enough.
Oh,
Listen, coming to get you. Ain't no hiding. That can keep me away from you. Coming to get all y'all ass.
and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence.
God.
And though they
That's
be hid,
that's
go
the
ahead, God.
motherfuckers that's gonna be in the what's that? The Cheney Mountain, Mount Cheney.
Con. Yeah, kind. And they got a lot more around here that they don't want people to know. And they think they got the military bases cutting off the roads to it, so you would never get up there. They don't allow satellite views or any of that. And not just America elites, all these elites around the world.
Huh.
And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thus will I command a serpent, and he shall bite them.
Leviathan, aka Godzilla on your ass.
Oh man, story getting crazier and crazy. Oh man, and that's why they got uh, uh, Leave the World Behind, Godzilla, and I Am Legend all rolling back to back within this little 3-4 month cycle. And y'all don't have a clue what's coming. and y'all being shown it and broken down to y'all.
And they got the Civil War movie that's coming out. It's called Civil War. I think it's called 2023 or 2024. But yeah, that's rolling up next after the Lead the World Behind.
See that? Shit, I was like, pull that up. I want to see that.
Here it is right here. Let me share screen.
Damn.
And this was published today.
See?
Wait, yesterday.
See that? Watchmen. Y'all being warned.
It's expected to hit theaters April 2024. It says America has gone to war with itself in a chilling first look. At Alex Garland's Civil War, which is set to hit theaters in April 2024. Rather, it's the perfectly timed release date that comes month before the 2024 election, or the film's unrealistic allyship between Texas and California. The upcoming movie has sparked plenty of chatter on social media.
Y'all go. So y'all being warned openly. And you know, we making sure we do our part. So hey, y'all know.
Yeah, this ain't no Civil War from the 1800s. Nah, this the new Civil War, where Texas and California, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California, has suffered a very great defeat at the hand of the United States military. So let that sink in. You getting prepped for something, baby?
Yeah. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. Ain't no coincidence.
So with that, man, we pray you were edified. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom. Stay watching.